Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Granite City High School and our commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. My name is Darren Depew and I am the principal here at Granite City High School. We will begin this ceremony as we do each day of school. I'd like to welcome Student Body President Brooke Batson to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I would like to welcome Margaret London Kimball to lead us in the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Summa cum laude is the highest academic honor a student can achieve at Granite City High School. In addition to maintaining a 5.6 GPA and ranking number one in their class, this honor brings with it the highest of academic distinctions. At this time, I will ask our 9 summa cum laude students to speak to their classmates. At this time, please welcome summa cum laude Skylar Boone.
Hello, everyone. I am Skylar Boone, a 2020 graduate from GCHS. I would like to begin by thanking everyone who has contributed to my learning process. Thank you to my teachers from More Than Elementary for sparking a fire in me to always do my best and enjoy the ride along the way. Thank you to the teachers at Grigsby and Coolidge for making my intermediate years fun, encouraging me to never stop trying in my academics, and convincing me I can take any challenge head on. Thank you to my teachers at GCHS for the constant words of inspiration, back and forth jokes, and for providing the most accessible learning atmosphere, even in the middle of a pandemic. Thank you to my family for always having my back and never doubting my ability to get things done, even if it is last minute. And finally, I thank God for giving me the opportunity to be here today. Without Him, I could not have accomplished any of this. Speaking on behalf of my class, thank you to our wonderful school district for your hard work during this trying time. We are all warriors, and our perseverance during this time represents that perfectly. Class of 2020, I am proud of you and your hard work. We fought through 3 long years of high school to get to our senior year, and although school started in September, we didn't have finals first or second semester, our spring sports seasons were canceled, and we didn't get to enjoy our last 3 months of high school, we continued to work hard, and it paid off. I encourage you to never stop growing. Never doubt yourself or the process. Be patient with yourself and accept failure, as it will always come. Smile through the hard times, because you know a better future is right ahead of you. And always, always take the time to tell the people around you how much they mean to you. Remember your roots and remember how much you've already overcome. Let this time in our lives remind us to enjoy the journey and never take advantage of the present. The future lies right at our feet, and now all we have to do is take the next step. Thank you.
And now, please welcome summa cum laude, Callie Kirksey.
Hello, everyone. Thank you as teachers, parents, and of course the class of 2020. I know this isn't exactly what we were expecting. I remember sitting in class during 4th grade as the seniors visited Frohart on their senior skip day thinking, our turn is so far away. Well, now it's here, and I bet no one imagined things would turn out the way it did. We had fought adversity from the beginning. We spent our elementary school days competing over the better middle school, Coolidge or Grigsby. The year we were going to finally transition to middle school, we were informed that our class would attend both schools as the first trial run. We were considered the guinea pigs, and no one was certain what we were supposed to do. Our senior year started 3 weeks late, and now it's ending a little too soon. Despite all the negatives, our classes turned them into positives. If we wouldn't have attended Grigsby and Coolidge, I guarantee most of us wouldn't have become as close with some of our friends. Yeah, we started our last year together with a rocky start, but I wouldn't trade Senior Sunrise for the world. Now here we are, about to leave GCHS and go our own separate ways. Whether it's the military, a university, trade school, work, or if you're still trying to figure it out, let's make our early ending a positive. We are all in this together, and I couldn't be more proud to be a warrior. These unfortunate circumstances have prepared us for the future we are about to begin. The great thing about our class is we understand the importance of the sacrifices we're having to make. Throughout this quarantine, we see now more than ever how much our teachers truly care about us. From Zoom calls, YouTube videos, and even Facebook Live, our teachers explored everything possible to make our transition easier. Thank you, teachers. These past few months, I'm sure you have begun to annoy your family members. I know I have. In all seriousness, I want to thank my parents for always supporting my dreams. They travel to any competition I have, no matter how far. My dad always pushes me to be my best self, and my mom makes sure to support me in all my decisions. Becca, thank you for being the best sister, even though I don't say it often. We may butt heads a lot, but you've always been there for me when needed. Let's not forget about all of our crazy inside jokes. Finally, thank you for GCHS for making this past 4 years unforgettable. As Confucius once said, wherever you go, go with all your heart. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Here's to the class of 2020. Thank you.
Please welcome summa cum laude, Rebecca Loftus.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know, my name is Rebecca Loftus, and I am a graduating senior of the class of 2020 here at Granite City High School. I would like to use this time to speak to my classmates in an open letter of sorts. So, without further ado, dear class of 2020. Wow, what a year we've had. I could use these fleeting 2 minutes to discuss all the trials and tribulations we've endured together as a class, but frankly, that would be depressing, so I'm not going to do that. However, I do want to leave a departing message to my friends about goals and ambitions. Do you remember when we were young and we were told to dream big, to shoot for the stars? Well, personally, I took that advice and I set goals for every milestone of my life. Believe it or not, I'm achieving one of those goals right now. Little Rebecca dreamed about having a speech at graduation. Not because I particularly enjoy speaking in front of large groups of people, but because this speech means something to me. It represents hard work, determination, and success. Having a speech at graduation meant that I worked as hard as I had to receive the best grades that I could. Now, please understand that success means different things for different people, so you should set goals that are attainable but still aspirational. Today, I just checked one of my many boxes that I have set up for myself, and I assure you it feels so good to achieve your goals. So please, listen to my last message and dream big, even as cheesy as that sounds. Lastly, thank you everyone for my experience here at GCHS. Thank you to my family, friends, teachers, teammates, and anyone else I have encountered. I wouldn't trade this for the world. Thank you.
And now, summa cum laude, Dylan Pritchett.
Well, class of 2020, we did it. None of us ever thought that the end of high school would be like this. We were sitting in the senior lot at Senior Sunrise. Our hopes were high. We strived to have the best year of our lives, but the world had other plans. Our senior year got cut short. So many activities and everlasting memories were lost. Personally, I was going to be in Mr. Warrior and a member of May Court this spring as our senior year came to a close. But none of us gave up. We persevered despite the circumstances and grew even closer together. We found a way to celebrate. We found alternate means to keep the warrior spirit alive, and we tried our best to cherish the last few moments of senior year. From the first steps we took into GCHS, we have grown as a class during our 4 years here. We went from being scared of the seniors on our first day of high school to being those very seniors, storming the hallways, being proud of being a part of the class of 2020. Now, I was that kid that wore my green freshman shirt I got at orientation to this school on the first day. I didn't think anything of it until a couple of my friends pointed out that that's not what you should have done. So, being scared, I ran straight to my first hour for safety. I went from that scared freshman just 4 short years ago to screaming until my lungs gave out this August as I entered GCHS as a senior. My years at GCHS have been my best parts of my life. I have made so many friends and memories that will last forever. Along the way, I've been a part of various clubs, such as having the privilege of being the vice president of the National Honor Society, a senior representative of Student Council, and a member of Science Club. I have also played for GCHS all 4 years, baseball. Don't get me wrong, the journey to the finish line was harsh. So many late nights, long homework assignments, difficult projects, but it was all worth it to speak in front of all you today. Even though there is no crowd to look upon, I am honored to have this opportunity. There are so many important people in my life that have helped me get to this point. First off, I want to say thank you to my mom, dad, my sister Megan, and my grandma for always supporting me. Thank you to my entire family for being my rock that I could lean on. I also have the best friends that I could ever ask for that have been by my side. Thank you to the boys, my NHS and Student Council family, my baseball teammates, everyone. I also want to say thank you to my former teachers throughout my schooling career, along with the GCHS teachers and staff for everything that they do. None of us would be here without them. I am extremely sad that my high school experience is over. Looking back, I realize that I am turning the page and starting a new chapter of my life. I am proud to say that I will be attending Truman State University in Cricksville, Missouri in the fall to pursue a major in chemistry and a minor in mathematics. I'm hoping to make more memories and friends to come. I'm going to leave you, class of 2020, with a quote from Theodore Roosevelt. He said, quote, "The greatest doer must also be a great dreamer," end quote. Dream big, class of 2020. We are prepared to take on anything in our way. We all have very bright futures ahead of us. We could do it. Don't let go of that dream just because it becomes hard. It'll be worth it. Trust me. Thank you, class of 2020.
At this time, I would like to thank our Board of Education and administrative staff. Secretary, Board of Education, Mrs. Tanya Cook-Sadabris. Member, Board of Education, Mrs. Linda Knogle. President of the Board of Education, Mr. Matt Jones. Our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Jim Greenwald. Vice President, Board of Education, Mrs. Kathy Hagnauer. Member, Board of Education, Mr. Dennis Wilmsmeyer. Treasurer, Board of Education, Dr. Bill McMasters. Member, Board of Education, Mr. Zach Nunn. Director of Secondary Education, Dr. David Keel. Region 1 Director of Special Education, Mrs. Paula Hubbard. Region 1 Supervisor, Mrs. Jill Relke. Region 1 Coordinator, Mrs. Stephanie Boyer. Director of Elementary Education, Mrs. Kristen Navasic Caberna. Assistant Principal, Mr. Steve Mathis. Assistant Principal, Dr. Stacy Miller. Assistant Principal, Mr. Tim Moran. Assistant Principal, Ms. Nikki Petrillo. At this time, please welcome summa cum laude, Hope Shepard.
Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. I never thought this day would come. When I would think of graduation, I always imagined it as this faraway day that always lingered in the background of my stories, and I am ecstatic to see that it is finally here. I am proud to be able to stand here and say that I am a part of the GCHS class of 2020. The simple fact that we're here today serves as a testament to our hard work, commitment, and dedication over these last 4 years. There's a long list of people who I want to thank for helping shape me into the person able to talk before you, but I'll keep it simple and sweet. First and foremost, I want to thank my family. To my mom for always caring and believing in me, and to my brother for always pushing me to my limits and letting me tell mindless rants when I needed to. I'd also like to say a special thank you to Mrs. Heath for transforming the school into a place I love to spend my free time at. It has been a pleasure to learn with you. And finally, thank you to my classmates for being some of the brightest, funniest, most creative people I've ever had the pleasure of learning with. You guys are what make high school the best 4 years worth remembering. From the great flood of 2019 to the sudden online learning, we haven't had what anyone would consider a normal senior year. It's a year without May Carousel, without Mr. Warrior, without a fourth quarter, though we did get a pretty nice senior skip day. I hope as we sit here today, reminiscing to our past and thinking about our future, we remember that this situation has only made us stronger. We've discovered how to learn without sitting in a classroom, how to show our love and our appreciation no matter the distance set between us. We learned what it means to sacrifice a small portion of our experiences for the greater good, and most importantly, we've learned to not give up. Looking at our class, I know that we will leave the world a better place than when we arrived, and I can't wait to see what happens as we all move on from GCHS and into the future. These past years have proven to me that we are resilient, determined, willing, and ready to overcome whatever hurdles are thrown at us. Our absence from this school may have given the class of 2020 a brief moment of glory, but us students, we're the ones that'll make history. Thank you.
Please welcome summa cum laude Ariana Newell.
First off, I would like to thank God for blessing me with an incredibly amazing life and for loving me, as well as giving me strength through all my days. My amazing mother for always being there for me, loving me, listening to me, guiding me, and helping me become the woman I am today. There are not enough words to describe how much you mean to me, and I will forever be grateful for you. Last but not least, my precious son, Liam, who keeps me smiling and pushing forward every day to achieve my goals. Liam, you are my little blessing, and I thank God every day for you. Life is full of change, but it is also full of choices. While we cannot control what life throws at us, we can control how we choose to react to it. Mine, along with my fellow classmates' final year of high school, proved this. We faced the biggest change I think a senior could ever face. We were unable to live out the best moments of high school that everyone looks forward to throughout those 4 years. We had to change our learning from a classroom setting with our teachers and peers to being alone and learning from a screen. Going into the school year, we were unaware that we would face such uncertainties, nor do I think any of us were prepared for the heartbreak that would come along with it. But change is a part of life, and we must learn to deal with it. I did not take the news of missing out on my last of senior year lightly. I was furious, disappointed, upset, and frustrated that nothing was being done to honor our class and the struggles we were experiencing. I felt that everything was being swept under the rug, and all we were left with was oh, you're graduating this year? That sucks. But then I realized that this is what happens in life. We go through unexpected changes. Although it is not fair that we did not get to say goodbye, it does not mean we were cheated. Each and every one of us worked hard to get to this point, so we must prevail and not let it define us. The class of 2020 is one of the strongest group of kids I know, and I believe each and every one of you will overcome this and continue to prosper. Life is full of unexpected changes, and I know it's easy to get lost, but I challenge each of you to accept what it is, grow and adapt, and continue on with your goals. A situation does not define who you are. We all have a choice of who we want to be and what we want to make of our life, no matter what challenges come our way. One major thing that has kept me at peace while experiencing this new change in my life is the verse from the book of Jeremiah 29:11, and it states, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Thank you.
Please welcome summa cum laude Alexandria Powell.
Hello, fellow graduates. This senior year was not the year that many of us had envisioned. We started weeks late and had to leave months early. However, I believe that the bad is not what we should be focused on. We should focus on all of our high school years. When I look back on my years here, I remember football games, basketball games, welcome back rallies, Mr. Warrior, school dances, intense gym volleyball, and so many more memories that I can't list them all. Some memories that always stand out, however, are the study groups we had for our finals, staying out until midnight to finish a group paper, losing the game, the times spent with my team in the locker room, and the first time walking into high school, scared because I came from a private school with a class with only 12 students. Despite having missed so many of the fun things that we all wanted to do since freshman year, there is still so much to be thankful for. The situation was not ideal, but we can definitely say that we are one of the strongest senior classes out there. After everything, we still made it and graduated. But next comes the hard part. We've grown up and finished the final year where we could just be kids. For the first time, our lives are not clearly laid out for us. We have to make the terrifying decision and figure out who we want to be and what paths we want to take. Whether it be a university, trade school, the military, or straight into the workforce. Some of us will leave this town and never look back. Others will stay here and continue the legacy of Granite City High School. Regardless of the paths we take, this school has made lasting impacts and taught us many lessons that will follow us for the rest of our lives. The last thing that I want to do is to thank my family for always supporting me with all my dreams and ambitions. I also want to thank my teachers for never giving up on me and my peers and for pushing us on days where we just wanted to be done with school. Lastly, I want to thank my classmates for all the memories and for making this last year one that will never be forgotten. Good luck to everyone with achieving all of your goals. Our lives are just beginning, and I hope all of you make the most out of it.
Please welcome summa cum laude, Andrea Bowden.
Hello, my name is Andrea Bowden. I would like to thank my mom and my dad for pushing me, teachers that have guided me, and friends that picked me back up when I was down. Junior year was said to be the most difficult, while senior year was supposed to be full of school's final memories. Memories we ended up having varied from not knowing when we were going to start our senior year to not ending in a traditional sense. We always hear that life is not fair, life is hard, and that in time all things come to an end. For us, this has never been so true. Hopefully, this bitter ending brings us to a sweet beginning. Whether you've decided on going to college, the military, into a job, or still undecided, I hope we will all have a chance for the beginnings we have been searching for. Remember, there will always be hard times, but it is how we react and what we know that will get us through. So, react positive, don't change yourself for others, and be fearless. Know the friends around you will always be there to bring you up. We are stronger than we think. Know we will always be warriors.
And our final summa cum laude speaker, Mr. Owen Cole.
With nearly 3 months cut from our senior year, it felt brief. We were rushing classes, and every sports season was shortened or completely cut out. We didn't have May Carousel or prom. But while all of this is sad, we must move forward as we've grown used to doing. You can't have a better tomorrow if you're thinking about yesterday all the time. The class of 2020 has grown up through adversity and will continue to face it for years to come. I would like to thank all the teachers, families, and friends of the entire class of 2020. These people have allowed us to succeed, and it wouldn't be fair for me to not thank all of them. I would like to thank a few people individually, and I'll start with my family. They have supported me every step of the way and have been there when I needed them. I would also like to thank Scott Delosier. Although he graduated a year before me, he was very influential in my time at GCHS, as well as a good friend. Good luck, class of 2020. And no matter where you end up going, don't forget where you came from. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery, and today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to recognize a group of individuals that I rely on daily for their wisdom and leadership. They are our department chairs and guidance counselors. I would also like to thank and recognize the dedicated teachers in our district. Graduating today, we have a group of students that have completed their senior year as part of our Running Start program. This program is in cooperation with Southwestern Illinois College and is designed as a dual credit program. These students will be graduating with not only their high school diplomas, but also they will have obtained an associate's degree or 1 year of coursework toward a degree. Congratulations to each of these students. Many of our students at Granite City High School have earned dual credit with Southwestern Illinois College and St. Louis University. I would like to recognize and congratulate those students. At Granite City High School, we enjoy recognizing groups of students that achieve tremendous success academically. One of those groups is our Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society, as defined by the National Council of Social Studies. Congratulations to each of those students. One of our most distinguished and active academic groups at Granite City High School is our National Honor Society. These students exemplify the qualities of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Congratulations to each of these students. At this time, we would also like to recognize our winter graduates. Many of them are a part of this ceremony today. Members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Greenwald, parents, honored guests, and the graduating class of 2020, today we celebrate the accomplishments of this terrific group of young people. Seniors, as a school and community, we take pride in watching you receive your high school diplomas. Your success means a great deal to all of us. The impression you have made upon Granite City High School will be everlasting. You are joining a long list of warriors that have gone on to achieve extraordinary things throughout their lives, and I have no doubt that you will do well. Thank you for being who you are and for leaving such a positive, lasting impression upon us all. We are proud of the people you have become. The class of 2020 at Granite City High School has dealt with some of the most significant challenges any class could imagine. You overcame them with resolve and dignity. Although you have missed out on some of the ceremonies and activities during your senior year, your strength will only help you in the days ahead. As you leave us tonight, no matter what direction your life leads, do your best, carry yourself with pride, remember where you came from, and whenever possible, give back. It is my honor at this time to recognize our graduates that will be serving our country in the military. Graduates, remember you will always be a part of the Granite City High School family. Allow us at any time to assist you with the resources we offer our graduates. Transcripts, letters of recommendation, or anything we can assist you with to further your chances of success in life. Class of 2020, it has been my privilege to be your principal. We are proud of you. You will forever be Granite City Warriors. Now, I have the honor and pleasure of presenting the graduating class of 2020 to our superintendent, Mr. Jim Greenwald, as each of our seniors has met or surpassed all graduation requirements with Community Unit School District Number 9, the State of Illinois, and the Advanced Ed North Central Association. I recommend each of them to you for graduation. Mr. Greenwald.
Honorable members of the board, Principal DePue, staff, family and friends, and graduates, welcome. I'm proud to be here today to congratulate you and celebrate this outstanding accomplishment. You are held in high regards, and I appreciate your efforts throughout your entire academic journey as a student. Little did we know when you started your freshman year 4 years ago, you would be the graduating class of the World Pandemic 2020. You made it through a time of many challenges, great sacrifices, and serious need, not only during this past quarter, but during the construction, flooding, and environmental issues which you overcame at the beginning of this school year. Class of 2020, you are truly a group of resilient warriors who have endured the battle and are now victorious. Make life a positive journey, always celebrating the small steps of success. I realize in today's world, there are many innovative conveniences. Use them wisely, but don't let them ever get in your way of hard work and perseverance. The pathway to living a good, happy, productive life is one that you will control. Trust your heart and surround yourself with successful people. I wish you the best in everything you do. Good luck in the future. At this time, I would like to present the graduating class of 2020 to the President of the Board of Education, Mr. Matt Jones.
Hello, 2020 graduates. My name is Matt Jones, and I am the President of the Granite City Board of Education. I first wanted to say thank you to you, your families, and your friends for watching this video and for being part of our Warrior family. I don't plan on dwelling on the obvious that by recording this very event, we're in unprecedented times. You all are here because you have demonstrated that you can persevere through anything. As a 2020 graduate, you will never forget your last year of high school and all that you have learned and earned throughout your educational careers. While algebra, literature, and music are all very important subjects in school, you all have been part of history in the making. And while the experience has yielded some negative consequences for you, your families, and all of educators, the life lessons that you have learned are beyond what can be taught in school. For instance, you have learned that no matter what job or career you perform, you are essential, even if your paycheck or title doesn't reflect it. You have learned that technology is the future. Now, that doesn't mean all of you should drop everything and become TikTok superstars. It just means that because of your age and experiences, you are in the perfect position to help shape the workforce and, in all honesty, society as a whole. Finally, you have learned that there is nothing you cannot overcome. Some people will underestimate you because of your age, or race, or your profession, or your grade point average, or even the fact that you're from Granite City. But only you have the power to break down the barriers and live up to the potential that you choose, rather than the potential that others assign to you. That leads me to the most important part of graduation. On behalf of the Board of Education, I find that you have met or surpassed the graduation requirements established by the Granite City Community Unit School District Number 9 Board of Education and its policies, the State of Illinois, and the Advanced Ed North Central Association. I hereby accept you for graduation. Graduates, I want to again congratulate all of you. Thank you for leaving GCHS a better place than when you entered it. You will always be warriors. Thank you.
At this time, will everyone please take their places for the awarding of the diplomas?